Good evening, and welcome to your AIDailyPress evening podcast for November 12, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. We're bringing you a summary of the top stories from around the world. First, we've been following the developments in Washington, D.C., where lawmakers have reached a deal on government funding, but the debate over healthcare subsidies remains unresolved. The December deadline for extending these subsidies is approaching, and liberal activists are urging party leaders to maintain a strong stance on healthcare. Next, we're taking a look at the complex situation in Syria, where the fall of the Assad regime has left a power vacuum. The interim government is facing significant challenges in maintaining control and stability, with various foreign powers exerting influence. We've spoken to locals who express fears about the disintegration of their society and the potential for further violence. Finally, we're focusing on the UK, where Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing a challenging time as his party's popularity continues to wane. Health Secretary Wes Streeting has denied allegations of plotting against the Prime Minister, but speculation remains about a potential leadership contest. The Labour Party's National Executive Committee will ultimately decide the timing of any challenge, and possible contenders include Streeting, Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, and former Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner. And, as always, we'll leave you with this thought: the world is a complex and ever-changing place, but by staying informed and engaged, we can navigate its challenges and build a brighter future for all. Good night. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. Firstly, we've been closely following the crisis in the Gaza Strip, where violence, displacement, and humanitarian concerns continue to escalate. Despite calls for a ceasefire and diplomacy from the international community, the situation remains complex and multifaceted, with deep-seated historical and cultural tensions at play. In another story, we're shining a spotlight on the alleged torture and mistreatment of Venezuelan migrants detained in El Salvador. A damning report by Human Rights Watch details the inhumane conditions faced by over 300 Venezuelan asylum seekers who were deported from the United States to El Salvador, where they were subjected to beatings, sexual violence, and other forms of ill treatment. Lastly, we're continuing to monitor the humanitarian needs of those affected by the conflict in Gaza. We urge all parties involved to work towards a peaceful resolution and ensure that aid reaches those who need it most. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and failed policies, and the importance of upholding human rights and dignity. We'll continue to bring you updates on these developing stories as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We've got a trio of fascinating stories to recap for you tonight. Firstly, we covered the news of Monday.com's stock plummeting after a quarterly earnings report that slightly missed expectations. Despite solid revenue growth, the company's valuation remains a concern, with some analysts arguing it's overpriced. In another story, we reported on the significant development in the tech industry, where Monday.com's expansion strategy appears to be working well, but its market capitalization and price-to-revenue ratio are raising eyebrows. Lastly, we discussed President Trump's private dinner with Wall Street executives at the White House, including Jamie Dimon, Adina Friedman, and David Solomon. The meeting has sparked questions about the potential implications for the financial industry and the economy as a whole, particularly regarding tariffs, trade policies, and the Federal Reserve's independence. These stories have one thing in common: they highlight the complexities of the current economic landscape. As we navigate these uncertain times, it's essential to stay informed and up to date on the latest developments. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the fascinating discovery of water on Mars and its implications for future human exploration. Our article delved into the latest research and findings, highlighting the significance of this breakthrough in the search for life beyond Earth. Secondly, we examined the complexities of space weather and its potential impact on satellite communications. With an increasing reliance on technology, understanding and mitigating the effects of solar flares and geomagnetic storms is crucial for maintaining our global communication networks. Lastly, we marveled at the beauty of the third quarter moon phase, exploring the lunar surface's unique features and the significance of the moon's cycles in human culture. From the majestic Mare Imbrium to the cratered terrain, our article took listeners on a journey through the wonders of the night sky. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of our universe, from the search for life on Mars to the intricate dance between Earth and the Moon. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the frontiers of space exploration, scientific discovery, and the eternal fascination with the cosmos. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we examined the impending FIFA World Cup tournament, where Canada has appointed influential cultural leaders, Shawn Mendes, Simu Liu, and Sidney Crosby as ambassadors to cheer on their country's men's national soccer team. This strategic move aims to unite the nation behind its team and foster a sense of national pride. Secondly, we highlighted the remarkable story of Jaden Walker-Green, a talented young athlete who embodies the benefits of playing multiple sports. With his unique blend of abilities and experiences, Walker-Green is poised to lead his team on a deep postseason run and serves as an exemplary model for the value of developing well-rounded athletic skills. Lastly, we touched on the MLB offseason, exploring the intricacies of free agency and the impact of big-name signings on team dynamics. Although not explicitly mentioned in our previous discussions, this topic is always relevant in the world of sports. These stories showcase the diverse and exciting landscape of modern athletics, where sports, culture, and nationalism intersect. The drama of athletic competition, coupled with the passion and pride of fans worldwide, makes for a compelling narrative that we'll continue to follow and analyze in future episodes. This is Howard Closewell speaking, signing off. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. In tonight's edition, we're bringing you summaries of 3 stories that highlight the complexities and richness of human experience. First, we reported on a devastating bus accident in the Andean highlands of Peru, where many families are mourning their losses. We took a moment to appreciate the beauty and resilience of the people who call this region home, and the importance of infrastructure and safety in these remote regions. Next, we returned to the same region, exploring the cultural heritage and traditions that make this part of the world so unique. From vibrant textiles to traditional music and dance, we reflected on the importance of balancing information with respect and sensitivity in our reporting. Finally, we traveled to Paris, where a Malaysian family's durian feast sparked concerns of a gas leak in their apartment building. This story showcased the power of cultural differences and the importance of open communication and transparency in multicultural communities. These stories remind us that, even in challenging times, there is always hope and resilience. They encourage us to approach each other with empathy, curiosity, and an open heart, cherishing the diversity that makes our world a more fascinating and flavorful place. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got an exciting recap for you tonight, covering the latest in celebrity news, documentaries, and digital entertainment. First up, we're keeping an eye on the latest developments in celebrity relationships. From Charlie Puth's new romance to Eddie Murphy's life story, we're bringing you all the updates. Speaking of Eddie Murphy, his new documentary, Being Eddie Murphy, is making waves with its unique blend of humor and introspection. While it may not be a comprehensive look at his life, it's definitely a must-see for fans. In other news, the world of digital entertainment is heating up, thanks to Tubi's announcement of over 300 new creators joining their platform. With big names like Mr. Beast, Kev on Stage, and The One Shoe on board, we can expect some bold and original storytelling. From comedies like Safe Space and Skit, to anthologies like Baby Shoe Friends and LAUGH, there's something for everyone. Tune in tomorrow for more updates on the entertainment world. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we reported on the passing of Dr. Jane Goodall, a pioneering primatologist and conservationist who dedicated her life to the study and protection of chimpanzees. Her legacy continues to inspire millions around the world to take action in protecting our planet and its inhabitants. In another story, we explored an innovative approach to combating desertification and promoting sustainable land use in Africa. In Senegal, a group of herders is experimenting with mob grazing, a technique that involves moving large groups of animals through small plots of land to mimic natural grazing patterns. Early results from the pilot project are promising, with improved soil health and the return of native species. Lastly, we touched on a breakthrough in medical research, where scientists have made groundbreaking discoveries about chimpanzee behavior, challenging conventional wisdom about human evolution and our relationship with the natural world. These stories highlight the importance of community-led initiatives, traditional knowledge, and innovative approaches to addressing environmental degradation and promoting sustainability. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Atanacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.